Have you ever stepped out of the shower only to feel more tired, anxious, or even a little bit off instead of refreshed? What if I told you that the timing of your daily shower could be silently draining your life force? In today's video, we dive deep into ancient Buddhist wisdom, holistic health science, and personal experience to uncover the spiritual and biological truths about why showering at certain hours could be hurting your energy, your health, and your peace of mind. This isn't just superstition. From the teachings of ancient monks to the latest insights in nervous system regulation, we'll show you how your bathroom habits could be disrupting your internal balance. Stay with us until the very end, where we'll reveal specific practices to restore your body's energy, align with nature's rhythm, and even attract abundance right from your bathroom. Part 1, the body's energy cycle and universal rhythm. The human body is not merely a collection of bones, muscles, and tissues. It is a vibrant, pulsating field of energy, constantly responding to the unseen rhythms of the universe. Our physical form, visible to the naked eye, is just one layer of our existence. Beneath it lies a subtle, energetic framework that dances to the pulse of nature. We may forget it in our modern, fast-paced lives, but this inner energy is deeply interconnected with the cycles of the sun, the moon, and the earth itself. In Buddhist philosophy, particularly within the ancient Theravada and Mahayana texts, there are numerous references to prana, the vital life force that sustains all living beings. Though the term prana is more commonly used in yogic traditions, its essence mirrors the concept of vital breath or life wind in Buddhist thought, known in Tibetan Buddhism as urlung. These teachings emphasize that our energy flow must be in harmony with the larger movements of the cosmos. Take, for instance, the cycle of the sun. At sunrise, the earth awakens. So does the body. Morning time brings with it an upsurge of yang energy, bright, active, and outward flowing. This is the time of beginnings, clarity, decision-making, and purposeful action. It is when our digestive fire is kindled, our minds are most alert, and our physical systems start gearing up for the day's tasks. Buddhist monks often wake before dawn, not only for discipline, but because these hours are sacred. They align their bodies and minds with nature's surge of awakening. As the day progresses, that yang energy reaches its peak and begins to wane. By late afternoon and into the evening, yin energy rises, cool, calming, inward focused. This is the time of restoration, reflection, and peace. It's no coincidence that Buddhist meditation retreats often emphasize silence and stillness in the evening, allowing the practitioner to turn inward and settle. It is said that the Buddha himself attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree during the early hours of the morning after a night of deep meditation, timed in perfect rhythm with these universal cycles. This dance between yang and yin is more than poetic symbolism. It's a biological reality. Our hormonal levels shift with the time of day. Melatonin rises at dusk, cortisol peaks in the morning. Even our body temperature follows a circadian rhythm. These biological patterns mirror the wisdom encoded in ancient spiritual traditions. The lotus flower, for example, only blooms with the touch of sunlight. In the same way, our body, mind, and spirit bloom when aligned with nature's timing. To live in disharmony with these cycles is to create energetic friction. How many of us push ourselves late into the night under artificial lights, ignoring the body's gentle calls for rest, or begin our mornings rushing, skipping breath, skipping stillness, treating the sacred dawn like a battle to be fought rather than a moment to be embraced? The cost of this disconnection shows up subtly at first: fatigue, brain fog, anxiety. Over time, it becomes illness, disorientation, and spiritual numbness. Understanding this energy cycle is not about mysticism. It's about coming home to yourself. It's about reclaiming the intuitive knowing that lives in your bones and breath. It means recognizing that your body, like the earth, has seasons, tides, and cycles. There are moments to expand and moments to contract, moments to act and moments to rest. And just like the moon waxes and wanes, so too does your energy. As someone who has practiced Vipassana meditation for over 2 decades, I've learned that timing is not just a matter of convenience. It is a key to unlocking the body's deepest reservoirs of peace and vitality. There was a period early in my practice when I struggled to maintain focus during my sessions. I blamed my restless thoughts, my environment, even my posture. But it wasn't until I began paying attention to the timing of my routines that things began to shift. It may seem trivial, but the hour you bathe can have a profound effect on your energy body. When I began showering early in the morning, just after waking, before the sun was fully risen, I felt alert, balanced, and grounded throughout the day. My meditations deepened, my breath lengthened, my thoughts stilled. In contrast, evening showers, especially late ones, tended to stimulate my nervous system just when it needed to wind down. My sleep became lighter and my dreams more restless. Over time, I started experimenting more, meditating at 4 a.m. versus 8 a.m., journaling at sunset versus midday, eating my main meal before noon instead of after. The result? A kind of energetic attunement I had never known before. I was no longer pushing my body through routines. I was flowing with it. I wasn't fighting fatigue. I was listening to its wisdom. Modern science calls this alignment circadian rhythm. But the ancients didn't need the term to understand its power. They observed the sky, the seasons, the tides of the ocean, and the tides of the heart. And they taught us through story, silence, and sacred ritual that we too are made of these elements. We too are governed by these laws. To realign yourself with this natural cycle, start simply. Begin your day in stillness. 5 minutes of quiet breath before you check your phone or drink your coffee. Step outside and feel the morning air. Let the light of dawn touch your skin, even if just through a window. When you eat, eat with presence. When you rest, truly rest. If you can, wake before sunrise. This window between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m., known in Ayurveda as Brahma Muhurta, is considered the most spiritually charged time of day. The mind is calm. The world is quiet. The veil between the physical and the spiritual is thin. Whether you pray, journal, meditate, or simply breathe, do it then. Your energy body will thank you. In the evening, allow your body to transition into stillness. Dim the lights, turn off screens an hour before bed. Bathe in warm water before sunset instead of late at night. Create a gentle ritual, a cup of herbal tea, a few stretches, a soft chant. Teach your nervous system that it is safe to rest. When you begin to live in harmony with the energy rhythms of nature, life stops feeling like a race. It becomes a flow. Your body begins to self-heal. Your thoughts begin to quiet, and your heart, your inner compass, starts to speak louder than the noise of the world. The lotus doesn't bloom at midnight. Neither do you. Part 2. Dangerous shower times and why to avoid them. 1. Midnight to 3 a.m., the ghost hour. This time of night is not just quiet. In many cultures, it's considered sacred, eerie, and spiritually volatile. In Buddhist traditions, as well as in Eastern folklore, the hours between midnight and 3 a.m. are known as the ghost hour or spirit time. During this period, yin energy reaches its peak, while yang energy, the life force of activity and protection, is at its lowest ebb. In Chinese medicine, yin and yang are the complementary forces that keep our body and spirit in balance. Cold water, especially when used during this time, can further tip the scales toward yin, pushing the body into energetic imbalance. The sudden contact with cold during the time of maximum yin can create a dissonance in our energy meridians, making us feel fatigued, emotionally fragile, and energetically drained. Many ancient Buddhist texts and oral traditions recount the increased activity of spirits during these hours. In temples and monastic retreats across Asia, it is strongly advised not to bathe late at night, not only for health but also spiritual safety. Water is believed to act as a conductor of subtle energies, both positive and negative. By exposing yourself to water during this time, you're potentially inviting unknown spiritual presences to enter your energetic field. A middle-aged man, a devout Buddhist and lay practitioner, once confided in me about his habit of showering past midnight after long work shifts. Over time, he began experiencing sleep paralysis, a frightening sensation where one is aware but unable to move, often accompanied by a sense of heaviness or an unseen presence. Along with this came disturbing dreams that left him anxious and emotionally depleted. He tried everything from dietary changes to chanting mantras before sleep, but nothing helped. Eventually, an elder monk advised him to stop showering after midnight. The change was almost immediate. Within a week, the paralysis ceased, and his dreams became peaceful once again. From a biological perspective, showering during these hours poses several risks. Vasoconstriction. At night, the body's temperature naturally drops. A cold or even moderately warm shower can trigger vasoconstriction, the narrowing of blood vessels, which strains the heart and reduces circulation to extremities. Weakened immunity. The immune system also winds down at night. A shock from sudden temperature change can suppress immune responses, increasing vulnerability to illness. Disturbed heart rhythms. Especially in older adults or those with underlying conditions, nighttime showers can affect heart rate variability, sometimes even triggering arrhythmia or fainting. Unless it's absolutely necessary, avoid showering between midnight and 3 a.m. If hygiene is needed, consider a warm towel wipe down or delay the shower until morning. Sleep in clean clothes and bed sheets to maintain freshness overnight. 2. Right after eating, there's an old saying, the stomach is the fire that warms the body. Don't pour water on it too soon. This wisdom, rooted in ancient Eastern healing systems and echoed in Buddhist discipline, points to the importance of digestion and how easily it can be disrupted. After a meal, especially a heavy one, your body diverts blood flow and energy toward the digestive system. This focused circulation helps the stomach and intestines process food efficiently. However, stepping into a shower, particularly a cold or hot one, redirects blood flow to the skin, limbs, and periphery of the body, thus disrupting the digestive process. Digestive consequences. Showering immediately after eating can lead to bloating and heaviness, indigestion and gas, stomach cramps or nausea. Over time, this habit may contribute to weakened digestive fire, known in Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine as Agni or Qi. During extended retreats and monastic life, Buddhist monks follow strict schedules, which include designated meal and bath times. It is generally advised not to bathe for at least an hour after eating unless absolutely necessary. This rhythm respects the body's natural digestive flow and prioritizes internal purification before external cleansing. Practical tip. Wait at least 30 to 60 minutes after a meal before showering. During this time, engage in walking meditation or gentle stretching. This not only aids digestion but calms the mind and aligns you with mindful living. 3. Before 5 a.m. At first glance, early morning showers seem like a healthy habit, but before 5 a.m., the body is still transitioning from deep rest. The nervous system is not fully active and the organs are still regenerating from the night's repair cycle. Especially in colder climates or with older adults, sudden exposure to water, particularly cold, can trigger an adrenal spike. This releases cortisol and adrenaline, stress hormones that can disrupt the natural calm of early morning hours. In Buddhist monastic settings, practitioners often begin their day around 4:30 a.m., but not with a shower. Instead, they start with walking meditation, mindful breathing, and chanting. These practices awaken the inner energy gradually, allowing the mind and body to sync harmoniously. Showering too early, especially in a rushed or abrupt manner, can jolt this gentle transition, making morning meditation more difficult. Before dawn, yin energy still dominates, and the body is not fully receptive to water-based rituals. Yang energy begins to rise with the sunrise, making post-sunrise showers more harmonious with the body's natural rhythms. A monk once shared, water should be offered to the body only after the breath has settled and the mind has bowed to the sun. What he meant was that inner purification must come first. This order keeps the body aligned with the cosmos and nature's laws. 4. When you are extremely tired or have a fever. When you're exhausted, physically or emotionally, or running a fever, your body is already in a state of depletion. It's operating on emergency reserves. At this point, a shower, even if warm, becomes too stimulating. The sudden change in temperature combined with the effort of standing and balancing can trigger fainting, dizziness, or even a drop in blood pressure. For elderly people or those recovering from illness, this can be extremely dangerous. Thermal shock and cardiovascular risk. Hot showers can expand blood vessels suddenly, leading to lightheadedness. Cold showers cause constriction, placing strain on the heart and muscles. Steam exposure may worsen symptoms like fever, headache, or dizziness. Practical and safe alternatives. Use a warm towel soaked in herbal water, like chamomile, ginger, or pandan leaves, to gently wipe the face, neck, armpits, and feet. Sponge baths are preferable when ill. They refresh without overwhelming the system. Rest is the most important cleansing during sickness. In Buddhist philosophy, illness is seen as a teacher. It is the body's way of signaling imbalance and inviting stillness. During such times, rather than focusing on physical purification, monks often turn inward, embracing the illness as an opportunity for meditation, reflection, and surrender. Bathing rituals are deferred until the body regains strength. 5. Immediately after exercise. After intense physical activity, your body is in detox mode. You're sweating, not just releasing water, but also expelling toxins through the skin. Immediately showering traps those toxins before they've fully exited, pushing them back into your pores. In traditional Chinese medicine, this is known as blocking the exit gate. If the sweat pores are still open, sudden exposure to water, especially cold, can cause qi stagnation, muscular pain, and even joint stiffness over time. Modern physiology confirms this post-workout. The body experiences increased core temperature, has open sweat glands, exhibits elevated heart rate and blood pressure. Showering immediately during this state can shock the system. The immune system is temporarily lowered after intense exertion, so rapid temperature change can increase the risk of colds, inflammation, or muscle soreness. Practical advice: cool down first. Spend 10 to 15 minutes stretching or walking to stabilize your heart rate. Hydrate. Replenish lost fluids before cleansing. Wait 20 to 30 minutes before showering, ideally after you've stopped sweating. Showering may seem like a simple everyday act, but in the lens of spiritual traditions, ancient wisdom, and modern science, the timing of your shower can greatly impact your health, energy, and even spiritual well-being. The Buddha taught mindfulness in all actions, from eating to walking, from thinking to cleansing. Bathing, then, is not merely about removing dirt. It is a ritual of purification, a dialogue between body, energy, and spirit. By choosing your shower times wisely, you honor not just your health, but the sacred rhythm of nature and the body. Part 3. Ideal shower times and spiritual alignment. Showering is not just a daily hygienic habit. It is a sacred ritual that allows us to reconnect with ourselves, both physically and spiritually. According to medical perspectives, traditional wisdom, and Buddhist teachings, certain times of day are ideal for showering, not only for supporting physical health, but also for aligning our energy and cleansing the spirit. Morning, 8 a.m. Yang energy is rising. The body is ready to be activated. During this time, the yang energy of the universe is ascending, symbolizing alertness, movement, and awakening. After a night of sleep, the body is often sluggish and yin energy still lingers. A lukewarm shower in the morning is a powerful way to awaken the senses, boost blood circulation, and eliminate the stagnant air that may have accumulated during the night. From a Buddhist perspective, morning is a sacred time to renew clarity and consciousness. Showering at this time is not just about cleansing the body. It is a way to wash away sleep karma, including any illusions, lingering dreams, or subtle negative energies from the night. As water flows over your body, imagine it washing away anxiety, heaviness, and the residue of yesterday. Your mind becomes clear and your heart ready to embrace the day with mindfulness and compassion. Suggested practice: use warm, not hot water. Breathe deeply and stay mentally present as water touches each part of your body. Silently recite a simple mantra like, "May my body and mind be pure." After showering, take 2 minutes to sit quietly, sip a warm glass of water, and center yourself in gratitude. Evening, 9 p.m., a time for relaxation, transitioning from activity to restoration. Evening is the time when the body begins to wind down and prepare for rest. Showering during this window, especially with warm water, helps relax the muscles, ease the nervous system, soothe the mind, and stimulate the release of melatonin, the sleep-regulating hormone. This is the perfect moment to transform your shower into a mindfulness ritual, a space of quiet reconnection after a day full of stimulation and noise. According to Buddhist philosophy, evening is a time to draw inward, reflect, and let go of attachments from the day. As you stand under the stream of water, visualize it washing away your worries, distractions, and the subtle negativity you may have absorbed throughout the day. This is a moment to discharge the karma of the day and return the body and mind to a balanced, harmonious state. Suggested practice: turn off the main lights, use candles or warm, dim lighting. Shower in silence, avoid phones or music. Focus on your breath and the sensation of water on your skin. Silently recite a verse such as, "With this water of compassion I cleanse all afflictions, purifying body and mind, releasing all sorrow." One of the simplest yet most effective ways to release tension and cleanse your energy before bed is a foot soak with warm salt water. In Eastern medicine, the feet are seen as gateways of energy where fatigue and stagnation accumulate, especially in older adults. Salt water naturally detoxifies, not just physically, but energetically. Benefits: improves blood circulation, calms the nervous system, and promotes restful sleep. Releases negative energy, particularly helpful after emotional or energetic exposure during the day. How to do it: prepare a basin of warm water and add a tablespoon of pink Himalayan or sea salt. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and breathe deeply for 10 minutes. After soaking, dry your feet gently and apply a soothing herbal oil, such as ginger, lemongrass, or lavender. Feel your soles lighten and your mind slowly settle into peace. When done mindfully, showering is no longer a routine chore, but a sacred journey inward. With the right timing, it becomes a gentle form of therapy, cleansing the body, renewing the mind, and restoring your energy from the inside out. A mindful shower can be your daily sanctuary, awakening you at dawn and comforting you into rest at night. Part fourth: energy preservation after showering. The moments after showering are more than just a transition from cleansing to dressing. For older adults and those seeking deeper well being, this period represents a sacred window to preserve, balance, and even replenish vital energy. Whether you're following principles from traditional Chinese medicine, Buddhist mindfulness, or simply listening to your body, what you do right after your shower matters deeply. 1. Dry your hair completely before sleep. This is not just about preventing colds, though that's a practical benefit too. In traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, the head is considered the meeting point of all yang meridians and a gateway through which external elements, especially wind and cold, can enter the body and disturb internal balance. Going to bed with damp hair opens the door for what TCM refers to as wind invasion, which may result in headaches, stiff necks, fatigue, or even long-term joint pain in elders. For those over 60, when the body's natural warmth and circulation begin to decline, this small act, sleeping with wet hair, can have magnified consequences. Take the time to gently towel dry your hair, then use a warm, not hot, blow dryer if needed. Think of this as part of your evening self-care ritual, not a chore, but a quiet preparation for deep rest. 2. Wear clean, soft clothes after bathing. Changing into fresh clothes after showering isn't merely about hygiene, it's a symbolic reset. The body has just shed a layer of energetic buildup, stress, tension, emotional weight, and slipping into clean, soft clothing ensures you're not reabsorbing that residue. Opt for breathable natural fibers like cotton, bamboo, or linen. These materials are gentle on aging skin and allow your body to regulate temperature more effectively, especially important for elders who may be more sensitive to fluctuations. Soft textures also carry psychological comfort. They remind the body it is safe, clean, and at peace. In Buddhist philosophy, intentional living means every action, even dressing, is an opportunity to cultivate mindfulness and peace. 3. Sit quietly and breathe deeply. After the shower, don't rush to check your phone or return to chores. Instead, take 5 to 10 minutes to sit quietly. Let the body adjust to the internal and external shifts created by the warm water. Breathing deeply helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural healing mode. It lowers cortisol, stress hormone, regulates the heartbeat, and encourages mental clarity. This moment can also become a mindful transition. As Buddhist monks do after ablution rituals, consider making this time sacred, a pause to return to yourself. Whether you sit in a meditation posture or simply rest on a soft chair, let your breath lead you inward. 4. Sip warm herbal tea. Drinking warm tea after showering helps harmonize the internal temperature and supports digestion and circulation. Avoid cold drinks, especially at night, which can extinguish digestive fire, according to TCM. Ginger tea, chamomile, or tulsi, holy basil, are excellent choices for older adults. They warm the stomach, relax the nerves, and gently assist the body in winding down. In Buddhist monasteries, tea is more than a drink. It's a ritual of presence and gratitude. Bring that spirit to your home. 5. Energy tip: keep your bathroom clean, dry, and well ventilated. Your bathroom isn't just a functional space, it's an energetic gateway. A cluttered, damp, or poorly ventilated bathroom can hold stagnant qi, energy, which over time may influence your vitality and mood. Dry surfaces after use, especially the floor and corners. Use essential oils like eucalyptus or lavender to keep the space fresh and energetically clear. Open a window or turn on a fan to circulate air. Clean spaces support clean energy. Think of every act of tidying as a form of respect to your home, your body, and your spirit. 6. Feng Shui guidance. Avoid mirrors. Facing the shower. According to Feng Shui, mirrors are powerful energy reflectors. When a mirror directly faces the shower, it can bounce your personal chi right back at you when you're most energetically vulnerable, naked, wet, and open. This reflection can create energetic dissonance, disturbing relaxation, and sleep afterward. If you cannot move the mirror, consider hanging a curtain, a plant, or even frosted glass to soften the impact. This may seem small, but subtle energetic shifts can have large effects over time, especially for elders whose energetic resilience may be lower. What you do after a shower sets the tone not just for the evening, but for your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. These simple yet sacred acts, drying your hair, dressing in softness, breathing in silence, sipping warmth, and tending your space, are quiet declarations of self-respect. For those over 60, these are not luxuries, they are necessities. They help preserve warmth in the body, calm in the mind, and strength in the spirit. Let your post-shower ritual be a return to yourself, not rushed, not distracted, but fully present, fully peaceful. Part 5. How bathing connects to wealth and spiritual energy. In Buddhist energetics, water is not just a cleansing agent, it is a sacred element that carries both spiritual and material resonance. Water in its purest form represents the flow of life, the washing away of impurities, and the channel through which abundance can be invited. In many Eastern traditions, including Buddhism, water is seen as a symbol of prosperity, not only in terms of wealth, but also in terms of inner clarity, harmony, and energetic renewal. From the moment we enter a Buddhist temple, we are reminded of this sacred relationship. One of the first rituals performed is washing the hands or sprinkling water gently over a Buddha statue or Bodhi tree. This simple act is not merely for hygiene, it is a symbolic offering of purity and devotion. It is as though we are saying to the universe, I come with clean hands and a clean heart. This sacredness of water extends into the way we bathe in our daily lives. Bathing is not only a physical act, it is also a spiritual reset. When done at the right time, with the right intention, bathing can cleanse more than just the body. It can rinse away stagnant energies, release emotional burdens, and open us to receive abundance from the universe. However, when done at the wrong time, especially in a state of haste, anger, or distraction, it may drain us of vitality and even block the flow of prosperity. There is an old saying in Buddhist cultures, clean body, clear mind, open path. This reflects the belief that how we take care of our bodies is deeply connected to our spiritual alignment and, by extension, to our material well-being. Energy flows more freely through a body that is treated with respect. A cluttered or neglected body is like a blocked river. No matter how much you try to pour abundance into it, the flow will stagnate. Let me share with you a fable passed down from a Thai monastery. In a peaceful rural village near Chiang Mai, a young novice monk named Phairat arrived at a temple seeking wisdom. He came from a poor farming family and believed that becoming a monk would bring him closer to enlightenment and maybe even bring fortune to his struggling parents. But despite his dedication, Phairat found himself restless. He meditated, chanted, and performed chores, but the peace he sought remained elusive. One early morning, the abbot approached him and asked, "Have you bathed with mindfulness?" Confused, Phairat replied, "I wash every day, sir." The abbot smiled, "But do you bathe your spirit, not just your skin?" From that day on, Phairat was instructed to rise before dawn, gather fresh water from the well, and bathe in silence while reciting morning chants. As he poured water over his body, he was told to visualize all negative energy, fear, greed, doubt, being washed away. Each drop became a blessing. Each chant a key to unlock inner wealth. Weeks turned into months. Phairat began to notice a transformation, not in his bank account, but in his heart. He became more joyful, more generous. Villagers noticed his presence brought calm, and offerings to the temple increased. What started as a private bathing ritual became a ripple of spiritual abundance, touching the lives of many. In time, Feirat learned that true wealth is not measured in coins, but in the richness of one's spirit. And through mindful bathing, he had discovered a hidden gateway to that richness. Today, this teaching still applies. Bathing can be a spiritual practice, a chance to return to yourself, clear your energy field, and create space for abundance, especially when done during sacred hours, like early morning when the world is still quiet or just before meditation. The act becomes more than routine. It becomes ritual. Some even say that certain areas of the body hold energetic blockages that, when cleansed with intention, can release suppressed fears and open the channels through which both spiritual and material blessings flow. These are often the areas we ignore: the back of the neck, the soles of the feet, behind the ears. Paying attention to these while bathing with a mindset of healing and gratitude can subtly shift your energy and your life. So the next time you step into the shower or prepare your evening bath, pause for a moment, set an intention. Use water not only to wash your skin, but to renew your spirit. As you do, remember this truth whispered by monks for centuries: purity attracts prosperity, and those who bathe with mindfulness walk the path of silent abundance. Dear friends, your daily shower may appear ordinary, but it holds profound potential for transformation. That stream of water is not just cleansing your body, it is washing away the mental dust of the day, the emotional heaviness you've carried, and the invisible threads of stress that bind you. When we shower with awareness, choosing the right time, temperature, and intention, we turn a simple act into a powerful form of self-care and spiritual renewal. In Buddhism, water symbolizes purification, and when you treat your shower as a mindful ritual, you're not just cleaning your skin, you're softening your energy, releasing karmic tension, and inviting fresh clarity into your life. A morning shower can awaken your spirit like the rising sun, while an evening bath can soothe your soul like the setting moon. Timing matters. Presence matters. Intention matters. So the next time you step into the shower, pause. Breathe deeply. Offer gratitude. Align with the rhythm of nature and the wisdom of your body. Your shower can become more than a habit. It can be your daily blessing, your sacred space for reflection, healing, and spiritual alignment. Now, dear ones, we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever stepped out of a shower feeling unusually calm, energized, or perhaps even emotionally lighter, without quite knowing why? Maybe you showered at sunrise and felt renewed for the whole day. Or maybe a late-night bath helped you release the weight of a tough moment. These small experiences carry deep wisdom. So please, share your story in the comments below. Your reflection might resonate with someone else and help them discover their own moment of healing. If this video offered you insight, peace, or a new way of seeing your daily routine, we invite you to give it a thumbs up. Click like to let us know you're with us on this mindful journey. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss a gentle reminder from Buddhist Mindfulness, where we share ancient wisdom for modern lives with love, compassion, and clarity. Let's grow this community of mindful hearts together, one breath, one moment, one teaching at a time. May all beings be well, happy, and free.